Hello survivors! Today we are going to be talking about hitboxes and how they work in Unturned. We'll be going through many objects that I find the hitboxes don't quite line up with their models. There are certain objects in Unturned which you can see through but can't shoot through, and many objects where you can't see through them but you can shoot through them. Hopefully by figuring out which of the objects are most misaligned, I can inform you guys which objects are good for cover and which objects cannot be shot through. Let's just get right into it. First, we come upon a building. All of these little trims on the doorways and windows can be shot through a little on the corners. This applies to every building model that I checked. Almost any small detail coming out of an object can be shot through. This is true for almost all objects, including this oven. Although its handle sticks out fairly far, bullets will just pass right through it. With the fire hydrant, all those little knobs that you see hanging off of it, completely penetrable by bullets. Even in the case of this big boom fireworks billboard, the lettering that sticks off the sign won't stop bullets. In the case of the Jeep, the vast majority of this car is penetrable by bullets. The tire on the back, the physical tires, the grille, the lighting, and all the upper cage parts and seats are all able to be shot through. When driving around in one of these, I would suggest not feeling very safe if you don't have freeform armoring your vehicle up. When covering a wall in weapon racks and then salvaging that wall, a sort of glass is made where despite large gaps in the models, bullets can't travel through. This phenomenon is what originally spurred the idea for this video. I was shown a Ural covered in metal rifle racks that was immune to low caliber bullets, while also providing some good storage. If you are in this situation, do not feel safe. The wheels, seats, and stand that holds the steering wheel are all a facade. They can all be penetrated by bullets very easily. This is as close as these two quad bikes can get to each other. When I try and shoot between them, my bullets will get blocked. The hitbox seems to be a giant rectangular prism around the quad bike, and it extends out several inches on the behind and front, creating a sort of weird invisible part of the quad bike. The Bleachers, found at racetracks and baseball stadiums, has one of the worst hitboxes. Instead of the hitbox matching the stair-like shape, it appears to be a ramp, blocking bullets at the top and sides. I would remember this prop out of almost any in this video, as it has made me waste bullets personally in the past. This farm object clearly has gaps in the spikes. However, in practice with the hitboxes, it works more like one of the ramparts, like a tiny wall. It can provide some good cover in a pinch. The ATM hitbox here is a rectangular prism, not quite matching up with the slanted face of the ATM machine. The backboards of these beds are penetrable and can be walked right through. The connecting posts of these shelves and bunk beds are a facade as well. Many times have I used these bunk beds in military tents for cover. Turns out, they don't really work so well. Instead of these bars acting as cover, the only hope of hiding behind them is simply that the enemy doesn't even see you. These little tiny propane tanks and sandcastles can be shot through completely. The hitbox for the barrel is actually a rectangle, making it only sometimes smart to try and shoot past one, depending on the orientation of the barrel itself. You might get unlucky and hit the corner of the hitbox. The ladder steps and the chimney to this oven are both able to be shot through. I think that something weird is happening when we're discussing the dryer and washer doors. I shoot at them, no sound or decal is made, and yet the bullet doesn't travel through the door itself. I think that perhaps Nelson actually never added a decal and a sound effect to the washer door, so hopefully we can get that fixed. Several of this grain silo's edges can be shot through. I think the hitbox might be a hexagon and therefore is cutting off some of the corners. These glass panes that spawn in houses seem to have rectangular hitboxes despite their shape. Here I shoot away from them and yet they still break. The top of this gas tank is fake, along with flags, leaves, vines, bushes, and fencing are all able to be shot through. However, some of those actually inhibit movement. The wood pillars in this road fence are fake. They can be shot and walked through. Once these items are broken, the hitbox gets even worse. The bent area becomes a complete facade, which is ridiculous because that metal material was just stopping bullets seconds ago. This goes for all fences, including picket and wood. The tops of these fences also don't collide with projectiles. Some hitboxes don't properly update after an object is destroyed. These filing cabinets, when destroyed, the files get pushed out, and yet the hitbox stays on the original position, allowing you to shoot through the files that are sticking out. The cash register has a rectangular hitbox, and the bar stool can be shot straight through the bottom. The small tank gun mounted on top can be penetrated completely, along with the pouches on the side. As for the airplane landing gear, you can move straight through them and also shoot through them with ease. Coming upon our last three objects, we approach the military tent, which strings can be penetrated. This applies to all tents, including camping and medical. Next is the water wheel. The water wheel's edges seem to have a very strange hitbox. The vast majority of the edges can be penetrated right through. As for our last object, the train cart, the handrails on the ends, they look as if they're metal, but in reality you can pass right through them and shoot right through them. Do not be fooled by that. If you guys enjoyed this video and like to see more like it, please do not forget to subscribe. I hope you guys learned something useful about hitboxes and objects, as we will be taking a poll on what to do for the next video. Link down in the description. As always guys, have a good one.